Once upon a time, there was a happy mosquito family having a family dinner. The kids are home for spring break. Urban goes to school in outside of Africa Tropical University, and Forrest goes to school in Forest University. Little did the two mosquitoes know, a truth bomb was about to be dropped on them. They were about to find out they had been adopted.
Your father and I have decided it's time to tell you kids the truth about where you're from. The truth is, you were adopted.
What? Adopted? That can't be.
Everyone deserves to know where they came from, and we're going to tell you all about your ancestors. You see, Urban, 10,000 years ago, your ancestors met humans for the first time, and they liked them so much that they decided to hang out with the humans, and all they asked for in return was a little bit of blood from them. From there, they also started to travel. They loved to travel.
As you know, recently there was an outbreak of the Zika virus. And as we know, us mosquitoes are known to carry many human viruses, such as yellow fever,
Chickenunga,
and dengue. We wanted to investigate the origins of these mosquitoes, populations that are the main vectors of human viruses.
Unlike what most mosquitoes think, mosquitoes from Africa are closely related and distinct from non-African mosquitoes. Mosquitoes that lived outside of Africa came from the aegypti. It was believed that we all grew to love humans independently and from those outside of Africa, but that is not true love. Here's our theory.
That's right, kids. The major disease vectors had to have come from the African subspecies aegypti formosus, which evolved from living in the forest habitat and being zoophilic, which means being attracted to preying on animals.
Mom, don't you mean zoophilic?
That's right, honey. This subspecies evolved to specialize on humans and live near human populations. This resulted in a new domestic subspecies called aegypti, which is now found throughout the tropics and blood feeds on humans.
You guys are just saying that to scare us. You can't possibly know. Forrest and I are literally only living about 400 kilometers from each other.
We thought the same thing, so we sequenced the DNA of mosquitoes from 5 populations from around the world: Sri Lanka, Uganda, Senegal Forest, Senegal Urban, and Mexico.
Apparently, aegypti from Senegal, that's you, Urban, in West Africa are more closely related to mosquito populations in Mexico and Sri Lanka than to forests.
But that's crazy talk. An ocean separates Urban and anyone from Mexico. Urban couldn't possibly float across an ocean all alone.
Well, they just got on board with lots of humans and their fresh blood.
We were thinking that the populations in Senegal and Mexico split only about 300 years ago, with no evidence of aegypti mosquitoes coming back to Africa from the tropics. Because of the out-of-Africa migration, there aren't many mosquitoes left around, and they didn't differ much either.
Yeah, my biology professor was talking about that today. Population size affects genetic diversity and variance, right?
In the end, this all suggests that the ancestral population of aegypti evolved to love humans in Africa, which gave rise to the subspecies aegypti. Descendants of this population are still found in West Africa today, and the rest of the world was colonized with these mosquitoes when they migrated out of Africa. The two subspecies differ in their ability to vector diseases, and they have important implications for disease transmission.
Wow. So even though we're adopted, we all have a common ancestor, just further back than we thought. That's awesome!